Decent amount of Zealots, not a huge amount here. This is looking like Major might get Protossed. I mean, this is a pretty good spot for Chad to be in, and he's almost a 200 supply as well. Trying to secure that 4th base. There doesn't appear to be a 4th for Major, but we can't obviously see that on the map. Maybe that Chad hasn't actually crossed the map for quite some time. So that's a possibility there. Alright, he's about to be a 200 supply. I wonder what his upgrades are at. That's going to be nigh and impossible to see without an observer mode, I'm afraid. So we're just going to have to kind of guess at it. Double Forge. Ooh, he starts a couple of upgrades, and he's so quick that I can't see him. I need to be quicker on the draw, gotta say. Alright, I wonder if he's... I mean, he's gonna have to attack with that ball. That's a nasty ball. It's really Stalker heavy, actually, which is quite unusual. Uh-oh, big drop on the Forges. That's gonna die. Does he have a Mothership Core with him? Those Zealots aren't gonna do the job. There's no Mothership Core. He's just gonna keep on warping units. They're gonna die. This is a fantastic drop here by Major. He's already gutted one Forge. Probably gonna take that second. He's gonna kill some production here as well. And a Storm comes in, really nice flank coming in right there. Those units are going to get caught out of position. And Minigun's going to do some good damage here. He could just go for straight up base trade. And nice Storm wipes out the majority of that army there. Alright, so I think he should be able to clean this up. He did lose that double Forge, which is kind of a big deal. He could get a pretty major upgrade deficit against his Terran opponent here. Is he going to go back? He does have a Mothership Core. I thought he was going to recall. I guess not. Or maybe he just finished it and brought it over there. According to someone on Twitter, he's 3-3, but maybe he's upgrading shields. That's a possibility. Well, that's a pretty nasty army. I mean, look at the size of it. That's about 6 Colossus there with 3-3 plus Storm. I mean, that is the death ball that Terra never want to meet, and that's a 4-base Protoss. It's going to be really hard for Major. I mean, usually a Terran in this position would be in really hard press to come back from it. It's very hard to deal with. So I think Minigun might be able to get this one. Couple of observers in there as well. Very, very nice. Gonna just head up the ramp. A little bit of a risk. Doesn't want to let those Templar get out of position here. Just being as cautious as he can. Oh, a good win for Minigun, especially against a high-ranked player like Major, could actually get him into the running here. Minigun is very, very close to getting basically knocking his teammate out. So this is getting pretty close. I'm still worried about Demuslim. I hope Demuslim is ready to ladder, because if he doesn't, then he might end up getting knocked out completely. It could be 3 root players in this, which would be pretty dominant. Oh, nice ghost play by Major. Quick pick off. In come the Vikings. There's actually a decent amount of Vikings, come to think of it. I was thinking there weren't, but no, that's a good number. I wonder if they're upgraded. Good Storms coming in. Most of those Vikings just got ripped to pieces by the Storm. If you can land one more good one. Oh, nice. Very nice. So actual Viking damage is fairly minimal. Where were those Stalkers he had? There we go. Okay, so he shouldn't lose too many more, but that was a nice little engagement there by Major as well to push that back. Storm flank is coming in. Storm flank. Where's that Storm flank? They're coming in from the side. He's going to take huge damage from this. Or maybe he isn't. Alright, okay, that was a little bit of an odd second Storm there from Minigun, but it happens. Blink comes in, and the Terran player is pushed back. It's about 150... Is that 130 or 150 odd supply there for the Protoss player? Sorry, I'm casting from a tiny window here. And also, I'd like to thank our sponsor for this, Ting.com, folks. Go to shoutcraft.ting.com if you happen to be in the US. They might be able to offer you a better deal on your mobile phone. They're a very flexible carrier, so it's something you might want to look at. And they'll give you $25 off because you like StarCraft. So they're great. Thank you very much to them. It's a cool story behind that, actually. Really cool story behind the sponsorship. Basically, a bunch of their marketing guys were given a budget and said, be as creative as possible. And one of them thought it was a really great idea to come up with that. And funnily enough, it's because he knew Axeltos, of course, the ex-MLG caster. So Axeltos really did help get this going. So big thanks to him. He made a lot of this possible. Storm flank coming in from Minigun. Good feedbacks. And that's going to be one dead Terran army. GG! Minigun takes it. Very nice. What did that do to him on ladder? Show me the ranking. Show me the ranking. It's in a tiny window. I can't see from here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Where is he? Where is he? He's rank 8 by the looks of it. Okay, look, we're going to double check in game here. Make sure that's the case. Man, this is getting a little crazy. Okay. Sorry. This is a bit kind of last minute from me, so let's switch out to this view. There we go. Look at my embarrassing silver ranking. Yes, I'm going to deal with that. I'm going to ladder in December, and then we'll be right back up to where we were. And ladders. Grandmaster. Minigun, you beast. He's gone past Huck. Huck, you might want to get on this ladder. People are chasing you. Demuslim is really close to being out here. Okay. Is he? Is he out? No, he's not out. He's just ahead of Cats by 5 points right now. Okay, Scarlet, Major, Marsa, Minigun, Huck, Hitman, DeMuslim. That's the current lineup. Minigun is in. Cats is currently out. Cats is 5 points behind DeMuslim. Let's have a look at some ladder history with these guys. Is DeMuslim currently laddering? Pretty important to know that. That was not the right button. Let's try a different button. Match history. When was the last time he played? Yeah, DeMuslim... Oh, oh, never mind. That's Elemental Tower Defense. I can point out that Elemental Tower Defense does not count for SHOUTcraft America ranking. So that's not a problem. He actually hasn't played... He might be playing right now. Hard to say. I wonder if he is. Do I have him on my list? I don't, actually. So I have no idea if he's playing. Oh, man. Okay. Let's get back to that ladder and have a look at a couple of other players. Because we need to know who's laddering right now. Obviously, these guys are safe. We know these guys are safe. Major takes the loss, but that doesn't really matter that much. He's pretty safe. It's unlikely he's getting knocked out of the top 8. Hitman could. If Hitman is not laddering right now, let's find out if he is. Is he laddering? He's not. Hitman could actually get knocked out of this. I wonder if he even knows the tournament's happening. I actually have never spoken to Hitman, so it's really hard for me to know. QXC just came back online. I don't think he can qualify at this point, but it's cool to see him back online anyway. God, it was hard to watch that, actually. Like, QXC is such a great guy. I fucking love him. But unfortunately, he did have a series of losses, which did force him out of the running, really. Okay, let's... It's really awkward to actually go back and forth here. Okay. So, Cats is obviously laddering. Suppy is in a bad spot right now. Suppy could... I mean, Suppy can get back in, but it's difficult. Marsa's probably not going anywhere. Huck may have to ladder again. That's a possibility. Oh, man. Alright. Let's take a look at what the Team Liquid Live report thread is currently saying about this. Because this is getting pretty nuts. Here we go. That's looking pretty good. 24 minutes, 20 seconds, folks. DeMuslim is now the target. As you can see, he is the guy that's going to get knocked down, and Cats and Suppy are in it right now. 5-point separation. Minigun was playing against Major. Is he playing against Major again? Wow. That would be a little bit crazy. DeMuslim actually needs to play a game. He really does. Because he is in a big nasty spot where he could get knocked out. And I know a lot of people really wanted to see DeMuslim in this tournament, and he's allowed to do that. You know, he could qualify now, but he could end up losing his spot here. Apparently, DeMuslim is online and waiting. He better play. I know Scarecrow is Huck. I'm well aware of that. Okay. Alright, let's go back to streams. If Minigun is playing against Major again, we'll probably have to look at that. But I think we may even have to have a look at Cat's stream, because I think that might be the even more important decider here. Okay. This is not really dramatic music. I'm sorry. What the hell is this, anyway? I can't even tell you what this is from. It is the config screen from Wave Race 64. The drama! Espats. DeMuslim is in-game, ladies and gentlemen. Just found that out. DeMuslim is queued up for a ladder game. I don't know who he's playing. I assume he's not going to stream it. But he is now in-game. Let's pick something a little bit more dramatic. I think we need some Soul Calibur up in this. That's what I'm talking about. Drama begins! Alright. I think Minigun's just camping. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not going to enter right now. So, we need to be looking at Cats. Big decider coming up, I think, on his stream. Let's see what we get. We're just going to play nothing but Soul Calibur music for the next 20 minutes. That's how it's going to be. Is he playing at... He's still playing at Suppy, isn't he? Yeah. Suppy could still be in it if Suppy is able to beat him, but I gotta say, Cats' ZVZ has been looking pretty scary. Alright, here we are. For those wondering, by the way, yes, I'm using AdBlock on this browser, basically because I can't have pop-ups on the stream. I never use AdBlock regularly. That would make me a terrible person. Also, I'm Twitch Turbo, because I like people. But there you go. is unfortunately required when we use footage capture because the ads and the popovers can really get in the way of the viewing experience for people. All right, Suppy. Suppy is looking like he's about to lose the base, but infestors are on the way. Actually, no, Suppy is absolutely not going to lose that base. He gets the fantastic fungal, great surround, eliminates that attack force there. This battle could be a big decider. If Cats wins this again, Suppy may very well be out completely. It would be very difficult for him to come back from that. Bear in mind, there's not that much time left. 22 minutes remain in this. So, Suppy, like, winning 2 games after that would be very difficult. You'd have to do 2 very quick games, maybe even cheese, because you'd have to throw it at your opponent and hope that it worked. In comes the run by. Trying to get that cleaned up. Well, that is a lot of enemy units. Annoyingly enough, this map actually makes it difficult to determine what's an enemy unit and what isn't, but never mind. Oh, nice. Again, nice fungal growth here. Got Suppy playing some nice moves, as you can see. He is certainly fighting a hell of a lot better than he was previously. He's held on to his 3rd base as well. Getting rid of that attack was pretty important. We're seeing a bit of a different style coming out from Cats this time around. Not playing with that mass infest style. I like this Queen Snipes, though. Good transfuses here from Suppy, keeping those alive. And the Lings actually come in for the back. And he can't afford to keep those Roaches together because they will get fungaled again. And they just did. So Suppy is now pushing him back here. It's looking good. Looking very, very good. For Suppy, actually. This could put everything into contention if Cats loses this game. It's going to be scary. I wonder if Minigun's actually decided to get on the ladder again. Another great fungal by Suppy. Cats is in trouble here. Serious trouble. His last defenses are kind of going down. And Suppy looking to battle right back in it. I wonder what the scores are going to be after this. I wonder if Cats has a bonus pool. Probably doesn't. So this could be a big loss for either side at this point. And then it will come down to the final game. I'd like to remind people, by the way, that if players are in a game when the deadline ends, that game counts. It counts. So we will consider that as a win. Or a loss, of course. The results of that count, so it's a bit risky. Of course, we'll be trying to keep an eye on Muslim's progress because he was about to get knocked out and Huck was very close to being knocked out too. Where are we going from here? Well, Cats are still in it. Run-by comes in to do some decent damage to the mineral line of Cats. And an attempted run-by on the 3rd base is deflected quite nicely there by the Roaches. Suppy's being left alone, and that's a really dangerous thing. Really dangerous. Also have to remember this time around that red is in fact Suppy, as opposed to blue. Very important. Ooh, gotta watch out with those infestors. Almost at him. He's too spread out now for that to really matter, but Suppy is pushing right back across the map yet again. I wonder if Suppy's taking a 4th. Probably not. Maybe just a 3 and a macro hatch on this map. It would extend far too far towards his opponent if he did that. All the rest of the stuff is in vision, so that's not going to happen. Roach is coming down there, deflecting the Lings. Ling Infestor versus really Roach-heavy play. Interesting. Attempted run by here is not blocked off, so some of those are going to get into the minimal line. Not a huge amount, though. It shouldn't do that much damage, but every little counts here. A lot of good run-bys coming in. Not a whiffed fungal, but not a great one either. Roach hit squads 2 whiffed fungals, actually, from Suppy, who just burns the rest of his energy attempting to throw out some infested Terrans to protect his 3rd base, which was enough. That did the job. Queens are now going to be able to clean up the remainder of that. Without knowing how many workers Suppy currently has, it's really hard to know how even this is, but right now Cats is playing a really low supply game. Most of his supply is in drones. He doesn't have that many of them. The rest of it is in Roaches, and pretty much nothing but that. Another big Ling run by is going to go right into the base. Or in fact, it isn't. Oh, man. Attempt to try and take that down. A couple of Lings coming in. Good transfuse there from Cats, but I ought to say, Suppy is all over the place. He's getting really aggressive. The drone count of Cats seems to be falling quite significantly. That 3rd base is barely saturated. Some damage done in the main there. I mean, his natural's looking okay, but I'm a bit worried about this. There's yet another wave coming in here from Suppy. It looks like he's gradually beating him down here. This does not look great for Cats at this point, I've got to say. And of course, we'll check the ladder after that. I wonder if that will actually keep Cats in the running. It might not. That loss could actually bury him. Minigun, of course, would be taking the spot there by the looks of it. Cat's trying to defend as best he can, spreading his Roaches out to make sure that Fungal isn't going to do too much. But Suppy, it looks like he's just going to keep hitting him with wave after wave after wave. These run-bys are proving to be pretty effective. Lings moving in, lots of them as well. This actually could be the death blow, right? There's so many Lings and Infestors. I don't see a way of Cats actually defending this without some kind of miracle play. Great grab with the fungal growth there. Excellent surround coming in here from Suppy as well. Another fantastic fungal. I think Cats is on the verge of losing this game at this point. Lings get into the mineral line as well. Not much of a mineral line to get into. A couple more fungals go off. The infestor count is just too damn high, I think, here for Suppy. Unless he ends up losing those infestors. There's not really enough roaches to threaten them either. And he's looking to take that third base out. He's got a couple of Lings, and he's got quite a lot of infested Terrans to try and kill out. If he loses that third, that might be it. Supply count very, very low here for Cats. Tried his best to fight into a corner to make sure that he doesn't get a full surround from those Lings, but there's so many. More units are streaming across the map. I think Cats loses this one, honestly. I'm surprised he's still fighting. Yeah, that's the GG. Cats loses. Oh, man. What did that do to the ladder? Is the question. All right, let's find out what that did to the ladder. See what we can see. Okay, here's Grandmaster ladder right now. Scarlet, Major, Marsa, Minigun, Huck, Hitman. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. Scarlet, Major, Marsa, Minigun, Huck, Hitman, Suppy, actually. Suppy got right back in after winning that one, but he's knocked a Muslim out by a single point. Oh man, EG team kills coming on right here. Suppy is back in by a single point. Hitman is 2 points away from being knocked down below Suppy and then potentially knocked out. If Hitman doesn't play, he's going to lose his spot. Huck's in big risk. Minigun is in big risk. This is ridiculously close. Is Hitman playing? He's not playing. He hasn't played for 2 hours. Hitman could be knocked out very, very easily here. Still all to play for in the last 20 minutes. Scarlet, Major, Master still looking pretty safe. This is the danger zone right here. This is the danger zone. Alright, the Muslim we know is currently playing. I assume he hasn't had a result. No. He lost that elemental tower defense. That doesn't count. What's Minigun looking like at this point? Good, actually. A strong position here for Minigun. Let's see his match history. 2 wins. Alright, that 13-minute ago win against Major. And this one, which was a win against Illusion, actually. Good one, too. And he beat QXC before that. Minigun's in a good spot. Man, I wish I could have seen that game. Yeah, it was a 22-minute game on Belshir Vestige. Very, very good. Minigun is in a strong position. I'm going to go check the live report thread, folks, see what people are actually saying on Team Liquid. And then we'll see if there was another game to watch. It really comes down to whether... Muslim could drop out with this match. He really could. Alright. Let's see what we have. Yep, Suppy wins that one. Suppy's back in. Hitman is... Yeah, Muslim currently out, which is very much true. That is very much true. Suppy's currently in, but only just. Only just. 13 minutes and 4 seconds remain for qualification. Just a clarification for all the players and the viewers. If you are currently in game when the midnight hits, that game counts. Win or loss, that game counts. Just bear that in mind. Pretty damn important. We actually, I think, had Vibe qualify after the deadline for SHOUTcraft America 1 because of that. The game counts. It's a risk because it could all come down to one game. Okay. Let's find out what else is happening. Cats needs to get into another game, obviously, if he wants to get back in. Unless he's going to give up, which seems unlikely. Losing that, he could still qualify. Depends on whether Suppy plays another game and loses. Depends whether Muslim loses again. I don't know. Cat's lost a lot of points there, though. He is... Let's see. That's pretty brutal. Yeah, he is down to 1159. So there's a big gap between him and DeMuslim. If DeMuslim loses, and then Katz wins, and Suppy loses, then he's still got a good shot. But Katz is now in the danger zone. He can maybe play 2 games at most. If he can crack out 1 more game right now and then build another, then he'll be okay. Looks like Huck is probably safe as a result, because Hitman's kind of buffering him right now, but it's hard to say. Since Hitman isn't playing, I think Huck's probably going to be alright, unless we see some craziness between these guys. Alright, let's see who's on the stream. Who is playing who right now? We have... Oh man, Katz versus an SCA player. This is a clan that actually got in a lot of trouble recently for a lot of drama. Bio Joe is who Katz is currently playing against. We're going to have a quick look as well at Minigun. Want to know what he's doing right now. Those are sort of the 2 relevant players that are still streaming at this stage. DeMuslim, of course, we don't know. We're trying to keep an eye out. We should also, of course, bear in mind that Scarecrow does remain. So I don't think he's in really any danger at this point. Rank 6. Yeah, Minigun is looking good. I think he just won. Yeah, he must have just won, I think. So we're just going to double check that result history for him. See if he just won a game. He may just be... Uh-oh, did DeMuslim just win? Let's just double check that for you. I'm just going to report that DeMuslim won his game and shot up to 5th place. Yeah, Minigun hasn't played. He's not playing, and I don't blame him because it's too risky for him. Minigun's looking pretty strong right now, so he probably doesn't have to play. Going to Grandmaster Ladder right now. DeMuslim is now in 6th place. 6th place. DeMuslim with a nice move. Huck actually on the verge of being knocked out, but... Wow, Huck is playing on Scarecrow, actually. Which is entirely fine, by the way. That is within the rules. He's right up to 3rd place, having just won a game on Scarecrow, by the looks of it. Okay, who beat who? But yeah, that's entirely fine. We didn't really think that anyone would actually have the balls to put 2 players in the top 7 and ladder both accounts themselves, so that was a bit of a weird situation for us, but Huck did it. And we have verified that Scarecrow is actually Huck, so don't worry about it. There's no funny business going on there. So Huck's definitely still in the running here. He just won 1 minute ago on Star Station against Illusion, actually, in 15 minutes. Jeez. Okay, back to the ladder. Who did DeMuslim beat? DeMuslim actually just fell down to 6th place there. Did Massa just pass him? Looks like it might have. Okay. Who did he win? Who did he win against? DeMuslim with a win on Star Station for 16 points against QXC. Ooh. Ouch. 17-minute TBT there. Oh, look at the build order, actually. Cloak Banshee. Also Cloak Banshee. Interesting. Alright. DeMuslim's back in it. So what does the lineup currently look like, folks? Well, if we look at the ladder... So we're now counting Scarecrow, because Huck's pretty much going to fall out of the running here. Here's the thing, for counting, obviously we only count one of Huck's accounts. So, Scarecrow is the one we're currently counting, we're ignoring Huck. So, currently, it is Scarlet, Huck, Major, Massa, DeMuslim, Minigun, and Hitman. Hitman is still in it on 7th place. Huck RC now no longer counts because Scarecrow is the higher ranked account. Suppy is 2 points behind Hitman. 2 points. Is Suppy still playing? He won 8 minutes ago versus Cats, obviously. We saw that. We don't know if... He must be playing on the map, but he's not streaming. So it's hard to say. Can Cats actually come back here? I don't think he can. I think he might be out now. Let's have another look at that ladder. Can he do it? He lost a lot of points. I don't see him coming back. Like, even if he wins this and then wins another, it's unlikely he'll pass Suppy unless Suppy has a big loss. And even if he does, he can't pass Hitman, surely. If Cats got into it, it would be a damn miracle at this point. But Hitman, obviously, is within great risk of losing because he hasn't played a game. Again, we don't even know if Hitman actually knows the tournament is happening, so he hasn't played for 2 hours. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Alright. Let's see who's playing who now. I think it really just comes down to... Yeah, Minigun is probably not going to ladder anymore. There's 7 minutes remaining. I think it really has to come down to Cats, actually. Yep, Suppy and Cats are the chasers. Suppy could get back in, but we can't see. We cannot see him. He's not streaming. So I need to know whether or not Suppy's getting in. I think that's going to be it, because I don't see Cats getting in. So it comes down to this. If Suppy wins another game, he passes Hitman, and then he will qualify. If Cats qualifies, it will be a miracle. I don't see that happening. Not within this amount of time. Like 2 really good cheeses, maybe, but it's unlikely to happen. I'm going to check Cats' stream just to see what's happening. Is he playing the same game that he was? Yeah, I mean, Cats would have to win. Is that the same game? Yeah, it looks like it is. Cats would basically have to win now and immediately get into another game and then win that. That's the only way that's happening. He has 6 minutes to win this game and get into another one and then win it. If he doesn't win in 6 minutes, then that's it. He has no shot at getting in whatsoever. Really, it now comes down to Suppy. We need to know exactly what's going to happen with Suppy and whether or not he's able to win it. Because if he wins, he passes Hitman, and then we have our top 7 lineup. And then I will tell you what the bracket is, folks. Then I will tell you what the bracket is. Oh, Suppy is currently playing Illusion, and it's on Illusion's stream. Sweet. We can find this out. Where's Illusion's stream? Why is nobody watching Illusion? What the hell's wrong with you? He's awesome. Alright. We have Illusion's stream right here. So this is going to be the deciding match. It's going to be. I don't see Cats getting in 5 minutes, so this is it. If Suppy beats Illusion and gets 2 points, he will qualify. If he does not, well, that's how it's going to be. So let's watch it. Here we go. Unfortunately, Twitch is letting me down again. So, there we go. Cool. This also means we can check whether or not Illusion throws the game. In which case, yeah, that would absolutely suck. That would be a really difficult thing to deal with. Okay. That nasty little Hellion Reaper push. Let's see if Suppy can do it. Third base is going up. That's going to be harassed. Ooh, Queen Heavy style. Nice. That's a good play from Suppy. That's a good way of countering that. A good angle for him as well. It means that the Hellions are not getting shots on all of them, just one. So that works pretty well here for Suppy. That's a nice little defense to begin with. If this ticks over, then the result of this game will count, by the way, guys. 4 minutes until qualification time is over. 4 minutes. More Hellions coming out. That's a surprise. Oh, he's pushing Marines as well. This is actually a nasty push. I wonder if Suppy's ready for this. He might not be. There's not that many Lings. I don't think he really expects it. Usually this Hellion Marine push is kind of as a harass, but... Sorry, the Hellion Reaper push. But with Marines as well, this could be really powerful. It's also going to take out an Overlord, potential supply block there for Suppy. So you better be ready, because this is going to hit pretty damn hard. This is a nasty push here from Illusion. A lot of Queens here. A lot of Queens. 4 Queens. Decent angle here, but not great. Good transfuse. Lings have got to come in and get a good surround, but that's going to be very difficult to do here for Suppy. He continues to push forward. A lot of damage done. The Reapers look like they are, for the most part, down. Hellions are still alive. Oh, man. Suppy just lost his defense. I think he could lose here. There's only Lings. He's pulling the drones. Suppy's gonna lose by the looks of it. If he queues again and then wins, maybe he can make this happen. I think Suppy's gonna have to GG within the next 2 minutes and queue again. It's really the only thing he can do, because that push was devastating. Really, really good push from Illusion. Nasty one as well. I'm surprised I don't see more of that. Down goes the last Queen. That drone line just got roasted. There's the GG. All right. Okay. How much did Suppy lose from that? He has to queue again immediately in order to get into another game, and he's got to win it, and he's got to win it well. It's the only way that's happening. All right, we're going to go check the ladder. Okay, Grandmaster ranking is as follows right now. Qualifiers for SHOUTcraft America with a couple of minutes left to go. Scarlet, Huck. Wow, Huck just passed Major. Impressive. Scarlet, Huck, Major, Marsa, DeMuslim, Hitman, Minigun. Suppy is out. I think he's done for. There's no way he qualifies from this position. No way. Even one more game, he just lost a bunch of points. I think that's it. Yeah, Hitman won a game. Oh, wow.